Hey everyone, Erik here, and welcome to my second classic Doctor Who review. This time, as promised, I'm going to be reviewing my all-time favorite Doctor Who story, which is, as you can tell by the title of the video, The War Games, the final story of the second Doctor's era, and the introduction of the Time Lords. Let's not waste any time and get right into the review. First off, let me say that for a 10-part story, it never seems to drag. Sure, there's a bit of repetition in the sense that the good guys keep getting captured and then saved, only to be captured again, but every episode has something important going on in some sense. And for such a long story, that's a difficult feat to accomplish. So props to Terrence Dicks and Malcolm Hulke for pulling that off so well. When the Doctor and friends are in the World War I zone at the beginning, it's a very convincing recreation of the battlegrounds. There are no unnecessary liberties taken in portraying the soldiers accurately, and the feeling of being in combat forever was surely not just part of mental processing. That was probably something that soldiers went through, obviously. And I thought I'd mention that because, well, this review is going up either very close to or on Remembrance Day or Veterans Day or Armistice Day, whatever you call it in your country, but thought I'd put that in. Speaking of the mental processing and the people who were administering it, the scenes at War Games HQ, as I decided to call it, are always interesting to see. Examples of said interesting stuff include the political drama between the War Chief and Security Chief, the Warlord intervening to straighten things out, the War Chief trying to convince the Doctor to join him in his quest for dominance, and that plan backfiring terribly. Speaking of the War Chief, he seems a lot like the Master. He's a very commanding presence, he knows the Doctor well, he tries to convince him to join the plan, and he has very unique facial hair. There's a fan theory on the internet that the War Chief is the Master before he became the Roger Delgado incarnation. I don't have time to go over the whole thing in this video, but I'll leave a link to the site with the theory in the description if you want to have a read of that. Episode 10 seems to go by really fast. Funny I should say that, because it starts with the Doctor and co running in slow motion to the TARDIS, but never mind that. What I mean is, it goes from one thing to another with very little pause in between, and that's a good thing in this case. You got the Warlord's trial, then he tries to escape in the TARDIS, then he gets dematerialized, then the Doctor's on trial, then Jamie's already sent home, then the Doctor regenerates, and then... As a final note, the Doctor's regeneration at the end is probably one of my favorite regeneration scenes. The strange effects coupled with the eerie music make this pretty unsettling, and adding to that, hearing the Doctor's cries disappear with him into the void make this an amazing regeneration scene for one of the best Doctors of all time. In conclusion, I still think this is the best Doctor Who story ever made. It keeps you entertained and excited throughout all 10 episodes, and it sends the second Doctor out with a bang. This is currently the only story that I can say for certain that I give it a 10 out of 10. Anyway, stay tuned for next time when I celebrate the 53rd anniversary of Doctor Who with a review of An Unearthly Child. See you then.